Hello and welcome to the Bro Lab channel, and I'm Riaz Brat in front of you. And today our topic is once again mensuration, and today we are going to deal with the formulas which we are going to operate during this chapter. So let's get started. Firstly, we will take about the two-dimensional figures, and we will write simply here. I write here different formulas for area and perimeter up to the circle. So first figure I write here is triangle. Triangle have a base. इसकी एक बेस होती है. इस जो यहाँ जो साइड है जिस पर ये परपेंडिकुलर होता है, यानी जिस पर ये 90 डिग्री कोई भी एंगल कोई भी लाइन 90 डिग्री बनाती है, इस लाइन जो एक तरह से एक ट्रायंगल का साइड भी हो, और उसको हम बेस कहते हैं. और जो ये परपेंडिकुलर है इसको हम अल्टीट्यूड भी बोलते हैं और हाइट भी बोलते हैं. ठीक. तो एरिया जो है इसका वो किसके बराबर होता है? 1/2 ऑफ बेस इंटू हाइट. 1/2 ऑफ बेस मीन्स दिस साइड एंड हाइट मीन्स दिस साइड, एंड ये इसका एरिया हो गया. और इसका पेरीमीटर जो है सम ऑफ थ्री साइड्स इट वेरीज बिकॉज इफ देयर इज एन इक्विलेटरल ट्रायंगल, equilateral triangle have the sides of equal side, so that there becomes the formula 3 into a, 3 into side. Or in other cases, for example, isosceles triangle, it varies. So I write simply here sum of three sides. उसके बाद आता है रेक्टेंगल. रेक्टेंगल की खासियत क्या है? इसकी खासियत यह है कि इसके अपोजिट साइड्स इक्वल एंड पैरेलल होते हैं. तो ये साइड इस साइड के बराबर और पैरेलल है, और ये साइड इस साइड के बराबर और पैरेलल है. इस लंबे साइड या जो लॉन्गेस्ट साइड है जिसकी लेंथ ज्यादा हो उसको हम लेंथ बोलते हैं. इस शॉर्ट साइड वाला उसको हम ब्रेडथ बोलते हैं. ये वेरी हो सकता है क्योंकि कभी कभी हम छोटा साइड लेंथ लेते हैं, लेकिन हम जो हॉरिजेंटल लाइन आती है उसको हम लेंथ बोलते हैं, और जो वर्टिकल लाइन है इसको हम ब्रेडथ बोलते हैं. एरिया जो है इसका वो लेंथ इनटू ब्रेडथ है. तो ये हम यहाँ थोड़ा बहुत दिखाएंगे, क्योंकि आपने ऑब्जर्व किया हो जब हम सुबह मॉर्निंग असेंबली अटेंड करते हैं, जब वहां हम रोज एंड कॉलम्स बनाते हैं स्टूडेंट्स की, लाइक दिस. For example, this is a stage in the morning assembly, and these are students within the rows and columns. हमारा जो पहला जो रो है वो ये स्टूडेंट्स, इसमें 5 लड़के हैं, 5 स्टूडेंट्स हैं इसमें, जो मैं लिखूंगा यहाँ 5 स्टूडेंट्स फर्स्ट रो में. और इसी तरह सेकेंड रो में भी 5 है, थर्ड रो में भी 5 है, चौथे रो में भी, फिफ्थ रो में भी, एंड ऑल्सो दी सिक्स्थ रो हैज 5 स्टूडेंट्स टू. सो अगर मैं आपसे ये बोलूं कि इसमें सारे स्टूडेंट्स जो कितने हैं, कुल स्टूडेंट्स कितने हैं, तो आप गिनने शुरू करोगे ऐसे 5, 10, 5, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, यानी कि 30 हैं इसमें. और मैं आपको एक शॉर्ट फार्मूला आपको बताने वाला हूँ कि अगर आप रोज कितने हैं इसमें, रोज में 5 स्टूडेंट्स हैं, और कॉलम में कितने हैं, इस कॉलम में भी 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 एक कॉलम में 6 स्टूडेंट्स हैं. अगर आप इस रो को कॉलम से मल्टीपल करोगे, फॉर एग्जाम्पल दिस रो मल्टीप्लाइड बाय कॉलम 5 मल्टीप्लाइड बाय 6 इज इक्वल टू 30. इस तरह से आप जल्दी से और आसानी से आपको सारे स्टूडेंट्स की काउंट निकलेगा। तो इस तरह से ये समझो, अगर ये रेक्टेंगल में बनाऊंगा ऐसे, ये रेक्टेंगल शेप है कि ये 5 सेंटीमीटर लंबा है। 5 सेंटीमीटर क्या होंगे, 5 स्टूडेंट्स में रखूंगा 1 सेंटीमीटर 1 स्टूडेंट और 5 स्टूडेंट्स 5 सेंटीमीटर। इसी तरह से 6 यहाँ बन गया 6 सेंटीमीटर। अगर अगर इस साइड को मैं मल्टीपल करूंगा 5 6 30, इससे क्या निकलता है कि इसमें कितने बीच में सारे लड़के कितने, सब कुछ निकलेगा। इस तरह से लेंथ, ये अगर लेंथ हो गया, ये अगर ब्रेडेथ हो गया, लेंथ और ब्रेडेथ मल्टीपल करने से बीच का जो भी है, इसको हम एरिया भी बोलते हैं, तो वो सब कुछ निकलेगा। इसी तरह से यहाँ हमने लिखा एरिया ऑफ रेक्टेंगल जो है वो लेंथ इनटू ब्रेडेथ होती है। यहाँ पर मैंने रेक्टेंगल लिखी हो अलग से। अगर ये अब लेंथ है और ये ब्रेडेथ है, इसका एरिया अब सिंपली हम लिखते हैं, एरिया इसका length into breadth. This length into breadth. Either this is 10 centimeter or this is 5 centimeter. 10 multiplied by 5 equal to 50 centimeter square. This becomes the area of the rectangle. And we will take perimeter also. पेरीमीटर क्या होती है, ये बाउंड्री जो है, इसकी बाउंड्री है रेक्टेंगल की, ये कितनी लंबी है, लेंथ ऑफ बाउंड्री। फॉर एग्जाम्पल अगर हम ये लिखेंगे यहाँ, अगर ये रेक्टेंगल की लेंथ है तब ये भी लेंथ है, क्योंकि अगर ये 5 सेंटीमीटर हो, ये भी 5 सेंटीमीटर होती है, क्योंकि अपोजिट साइड्स बराबर होते हैं। एंड सिमिलरली दिस इज बी, आल्सो दिस इज बी। एंड व्हाट इज पेरीमीटर देन, वी विल सम अप दीज 4 साइड्स। फॉर एग्जाम्पल दिस इज फर्स्ट साइड L and this is B and this is L, this is B. We will see here that L's are 2, so 2L, and B also B are 2s, so 2B. And if we take common out here 2, so L plus B becomes the formula for the perimeter. That becomes the formula of the perimeter of the rectangle. Now this is square here, and squares have a property like they have all sides equal and opposite sides parallel and each angle equal to 90 degree. So similarly like the rectangle, if we multiply this side by this side, for example this is 5 centimeter and this is also 5 centimeter, then the area becomes 5 into 5. Agar if we take this side as A and also this side as A, then the area becomes A multiplied by A, or this is side, this is also side, so side multiplied by side. Similar as the we take the rectangle here, as similarly side multiplied by side is the area of the square. So perimeter is, if we add all the 4 sides, for example this is A, this is A, this is also A, this is A also, means 4A, or means 4 into side. This becomes the formula for the perimeter of the square. Now fourth is parallelogram. It has a property like opposite sides equal and parallel, and here's only the property lacks between rectangle and parallelogram. The rectangle have all sides, all angles equal to 90 degree, and here lacks this property. So this is either 90 or somewhat less or more than the 90 degree, but always this angle and this angle is always equal to 180 degree. So they are parallel, and this is the formula for the area equal to base into height. This side, this horizontal side on which this perpendicular lies, this is the base, and this is the height or perpendicular height distance, simply height. And similarly, why we write this, why we don't write length into breadth, and this is simply, if we write here length into breadth, some more gets entered into it, and this on the like same like the rectangle, this is the length, and this means it is breadth. So where somewhere it includes something and somewhere it lags something, and all after the increasing and decreasing, it becomes the original thing. So this becomes the formula for the parallelogram. And here we will take perimeter as same. Perimeter is the length of boundary, and it is like the rectangle. So here we write twice length plus breadth. And we say here all the parallelogram, all the rectangles are parallelogram. Parallelogram is not rectangle, but a rectangle is also a parallelogram because it has all the properties which the parallelogram has. So we write, we say here all the rectangles are parallel. Fifth is the rhombus, and rhombus has the property all sides are equal and the diagonals are perpendicular bisectors. They bisect each other and also make an angle of 90 degrees here. So if we take this as diagonal first and this as diagonal second, it is formula for area becomes 1/2 of diagonal first into diagonal second, and this is a formula for the area. And perimeter means length of 4 sides, so this is 4 into side. Sixth is now trapezium. Trapezium have the property only the one pair of opposite sides are parallel, not equal but parallel. Yeah. So here formula becomes, formula for the area is 1/2 of this height into the sum of parallel sides. पैरेलल साइड्स जो हैं इनको हम सम अप करते हैं, फिर मल्टीपल करते हैं 1/2 ऑफ इनटू हाइट से, तो ये इसकी एरिया बन गई। और पेरीमीटर जो है वो सम ऑफ 4 साइड्स, क्योंकि इसके लिए कोई फार्मूला है बनती ही नहीं, क्योंकि इसका कोई साइड बराबर है ही नहीं, तो इसका पेरीमीटर सिंपल लिखूंगा मैं सम ऑफ 4 साइड्स। Last is the number 7. Here is circle, and circle has the more properties than any other figure has. It has the a radius, and if we draw any line through the center, for example, I will draw this line through the center. This becomes diameter, and here are 2 radiuses also. For example, this upper side, this is also radius, and this is radius. Center is here, and all the points on this this ring is equidistant from the center. And here the area for the formula for the area is pi r square. And similarly, perimeter becomes, in here in circle we write instead of perimeter we write circumference, which is equal to 2 pi r. And here we conclude the 2-dimensional figures with their formulas for area and perimeter. And now we will continue with the 3-dimensional figures. Now we will write here the 3-dimensional figures and their formulas for volume and surface area, because there is no area in the 3-dimensional figures. There is a volume. There is volume and surface area. So I write here. And this is the first diagram, which is cube. And here we will discuss about the volume. Volume is the capacity within this solid. That is simply if we write here, this is like a square. Every face of the cube is like a square, and if we write here, this base of this solid is like a square, or any other side, this front side, this is like a square. If we take the area of this same base, this is same as the area of a square. So this is side into side, side into side. And if it is this height, if it is height, or if it is thickness is limited to 0, not equal to 0 but limited to 0, this becomes equal to the two-dimensional figure. This is somewhat complicated. For example, if I make a square here, and this thickness of the square is not 0 but limited to 0. For example, I made a sheet of paper here, very thin, that becomes equal to the two-dimensional figure, and this becomes this square whose area is side into side. And if I make here the pile of them, for example, if I make here the pile of these sheets, for example, the thickness of the sheet, one sheet is 1 unit, and how much I will take to make a pile here, either there is 10, either there is 10. I have to multiply this side into side, multiplied by 10 to make actual quantity of the papers within this pile. So if I write here into h, this is height, then I have to multiply here h. And in case of cube, this h is equal to the first side, so here we write, in case of height, we write here side. So this becomes the formula for the cube, side into side into side. This is side cube, side cube. This becomes the very first formula for the volume of the cube. And here we will also write the surface area too. And you know this, all the faces of this cube is like a square. So area of the square is equal to side into side, or side square. And the cube have 6 faces, so this is 6 into side square. One side has side square, 2 have the 2 side square, 3 have 3 side square, and 6 sides will make 6 side square as a formula. This is the second diagram, which is cuboid. And similarly, like we have done in the square, also we take here the base area. This base is equal to is similar to the rectangle. So I will write here the area of the base is equal to length into breadth, because the base is like a rectangle, and rectangle has the area into area equal to length into breadth. And similarly, what we do in the cube, we will same do here. And if we multiply this base area into height, this becomes the total volume of the cuboid. So the volume of the cuboid becomes here length into breadth into height, or we will simply write here base area multiplied by height. This becomes the two formulas for different. This becomes the formula here twice length breadth, because I will make it clear there. For example, this base area is length into breadth, so LB. And similarly, if there is a base area equal to LB, and the upper side is also equal to that, so twice LB. And this is breadth into height, BH. And this has also the opposite side equal to that, BH. This becomes 2BH, so this is twice. And for example, length height, this is there is also length height twice, and this becomes the formula for the surface area for the cuboid, twice length breadth height plus length height. Yeah. And now third diagram or third solid is slender. Here we will firstly take out the formula for its volume. If we look here, its base is like a circle, and with a radius or, for example, this is its base. And if we pile up some coins together, for example, this is a 1 rupee coin, and we will take 10 of them, and we will make a pile of them. This becomes the same as the slender. So the base is like a circle, and the circle has the area equal to pi r square. And when we make its height to h, the slender 4, and we have to multiply this base area into height, that becomes the formula for the volume of the slender, pi r square h. So this has the volume equal to pi r square h. And for the surface area, I have to draw the different two areas. For example, if it is hollow means it is open, and there is only a covering like this, and we can see through this hollow, and this is the hollow slender. And in this case, we have to draw the surface area, but what we have to draw, this is only the curved surface area. If we cut this vertically, or this sheet I will cut here, and this becomes, if I will cut here, and this will make on the ground like this, and it is similar as rectangle. For example, if we look here, this is the circular ring. The length of this circular ring is similar as circumference. For example, this boundary is here, and it has a length equal to 2 pi r, because circumference of the circle is equal to 2 pi r. And if we will cut this, I will make it straight, then this length, this has the this circular ring is changed, it gets converted into this length here, and this becomes 2 pi r, similar as the circumference of the circle. And this is the height. For example, this is the height, or this is the length, means height. And here this becomes a rectangle, and rectangle has the area equal to length into breadth. Length here becomes 2 pi r, and breadth becomes h. So this is the circular, this is the surface area of the curved surface area of the slender, equal to 2 pi r h. I have written here curved. This is curved surface area equal to 2 pi r h. And if we add, for example, it is closed now, then there is a circular ring here on the upper side and lower side also. For example, this is also there, and also in addition to this, there is a circular ring upper side, on the lower side, then it is closed. And two circular rings means their area is equal to pi r square for one, and for other is 2 pi r square, and we have to add this. For example, we have to add this to this, means 2 pi r into h, and we will take common. What is common there? We will take out 2 pi r. 2 pi is here, 2 pi r is here, and here we there is 2 r's or square, so 1 r is here, and here is h, and this becomes the total surface area for the slender. And this I have written here, total surface area. Here is the fourth solid, that is cone. Personally, we write here cone. This is not cube, this is cone. If we talk about the ice cubes, these are the solid shape, and we are talking about ice cones, that's in this shape. And here, like we are buying some ice creams here, and that has the similar shape as cone. So formula is simply here, if we make a slender with the same height and radius with respect to this cone. If I make a slender here with the same height and same radius as this cone, and I have to fill that cylinder by this cone. This takes three turns with water using this cone. I have to draw 3 times the water into it. For example, if I will firstly I will fill this cylinder by this, and this will fill up to this level, and in second time it will fill up to this side in this level, and third, at that third level it will fill up to the brim. And now if we have to as a volume, so if I shade here this, or if we write the fraction for here, this becomes 1/3, and formula for this volume of the cylinder is equal to pi r square h. So this volume of the cube becomes 1/3 pi r square h. This becomes the volume for the cube, for the cone. And also surface area pi r l. This is this formula for its surface area. And what is this l? L is the slant height. This means this not the horizontal nor vertical, or this is slant, or somewhat like a projection in like a roof. Okay, so this is slant height, and slant height is equal to similarly by using Pythagoras theorem, this is r radius and this is h, r square plus h square, and we will take this under root here, and slant height is equal to under root of radius square plus height square. This becomes the slant height, and when we multiply this becomes the surface area of the cone. This is the surface area here, and its volume is equal to, similarly if we compare with the cylinder here, that becomes 4/3 pi r. There is no height, there is r cube. So this becomes the formula for the sphere, and its volume is 4, and the surface area is 4 pi r square. Up to this, we have written here the different formulas for volume and surface area. In case of 3D and in case of 2D, we write the area formula for the area and perimeter. And hope you have enjoyed this video.